Hey y'all, I wanted to send y'all a little announcement. Well, it's not a little announcement. This is a big announcement. And it's kind of going on blast to most of my email list because most people have signed up for the Joyful Journey waitlist or they have signed up for class information. And so I had to make a decision. I kind of pivoted a little bit from something that I was going to originally do, but I really feel this is important. And I made my decision based upon feedback from some of y'all. The feedback that I got for an evening class wasn't super overwhelming. I think there was maybe 2 people that were super excited about it. And unfortunately, I can't conduct a class for just a couple people. Like I need at least 30 people to make it worthwhile for all of the investment that I have into my software and the time and all of that stuff. So sadly for those 2 people, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. But I just pivoted and decided to go ahead and start my creative coaching program, which I'm calling the Joy Revival. I'm super excited. I've been kind of teasing little things here and there on my Instagram. There's been a lot of resistance to this. Many of y'all have known me from way back when I had a Patreon, and in that season of my life, it was a completely different season. It was my kids, I was homeschooling my 2 boys. I was in full-time ministry. The weight and the pressure of the family's income was on me. So I was basically supporting my husband. And so it was a lot of pressure from all directions. And a lot of you remember, I got really tired at the end. It just wasn't sustainable with everything that was going on. So I had resisted for so long starting any sort of membership again. I've been thinking 2 years about what I want to offer people because I miss the community. I miss getting creative with other ladies. And this time I really wanted it to include faith. I wanted it to include my Christian faith and the Bible and scriptures. And it's very, very important to me. Like that is what inspires pretty much all of my art. A lot of my art, I would say 7% of my art is inspired by the Word of God. So that's why I wanted to make a Christian creative coaching program. A while back, I changed my bio on my Instagram to Christian Creative Life Coach because that's what I feel that I am. I've been doing life coaching for private clients here for the past few months, and I just really feel ready now, and that I've thought really long and hard about how I want it to be formatted, and this is going to be more sustainable. And I'm in a completely different stage of my life now where my children are grown and I don't have to homeschool anymore. I'm not in full-time ministry anymore. I don't have to work if I don't want to. I want to do this. I get to do this. And I really enjoyed connecting with the women in the Joyful Journey classes. It was so much fun. Now, the folks that might be disappointed that there's not an evening class, because a lot of these are going to be morning calls, 11 a.m. on Thursdays, but I will have some things, some months where we will join together in the evening and it'll be fun. Like we'll have like a gal pal party kind of thing, like where we're doing nails together and just hanging out or whatever. So it'll just be like a live call get together. So I am trying to squeeze in some little evening things here and there, or planning sessions like on a Sunday evening. Maybe we can do a plan with me together in the membership. But really the beef of the program, because I'm calling it a program because the creativity is great and it's so good for you, and you should be painting and you should be like expressing yourself creatively. But a lot of times when I'm using my creativity, it's in tandem with something the Lord's telling me, and it really seals it in. And there's been scientific studies about how art, and I'm not allowed to call it therapy because I'm not a therapist, I'm not a licensed therapist, but how art can really help between the 2 hemispheres of the brain get concepts really sunk in deep, and it really gets into your heart too. So my creative coaching program is going to be called the Joy Revival, and it will include the tools that I teach in the Joyful Journey. So you will learn the Root to Fruit Revolution. That's going to be a tool that we use all the time in our coaching and our journaling and stuff. We're going to learn a manual journaling together with the interactive gratitude and the thought rhyming. And I'm actually going to make the first Joyful Journey class that I taught back in January I'm going to make that available immediately for the people who join the program if they want to get really deep into the neuroscience and all of the live calls that I did and all of the PDFs and the notes and everything. There's so much information in that course. And there's a lot of extra devotionals too. So that's going to be immediate access to that if you want to go ahead and start learning about the Emmanuel journaling tool. And then starting October 2nd, that will be our first time meeting together live. I will go through the quarter syllabus, which this quarter I'm calling foundations, because it's all the foundational things that I'm going to be using for the next year. Because next year I already have the themes for each quarter, the granular topics we're going to get into for each week, the scriptures. I don't have all the scriptures yet, but I have an idea of the scriptures we're going to go through and use to inspire creativity. There's group coaching. So this is something, like I said, I've been thinking a long time about. I think it's going to be really valuable. One of the other things in the foundations quarter is I'm going to introduce this binder. So I'm going to be using this binder mainly for all of our creative stuff. And this will be a PDF for free. I'm going to be doing kind of like a class type thing, not a class, but I don't know what would you call it, a workshop where I'll give this away for free. But this is something I created. I want to give it away for free. You can put it in your binder. This specific binder, I'm actually getting another one. This one's for more scrapbooky stuff, but I wanted to use this. But it looks like this. It's very cheap. I think it's $8 on Amazon. And what I wanted to do was have a place. You don't have to use a binder if you don't want to, but I wanted a place where we kind of rearrange things. Because when you get to a place where you're doing a lot of these thought downloads and you're doing a lot of these revolutions, figuring out what are these thoughts that aren't serving you, and then you start doing your creative work with the new thought that you'll get from Jesus, you can maybe put things in a section if you want to, or you can go chronologically. I like the binder idea because it's super duper flexible. You can make tabs. You cannot make tabs. You can just have the David staff section of God's faithfulness with the interactive gratitude. We'll do a lot of vignettes with the interactive gratitude thing. We're going to be giving our thanksgiving to Jesus. What does he have to say about it? And then we'll do a journal page based on what we heard him say. So there's all sorts of fun stuff. I just cannot tell you how excited I am to finally be launching this program. And I really believe that people's lives are going to transform. And it's not because of me. It's because of God's word. And what his word says is true. If we believe it, and if we will practice, thoughts that are in line with what he tells us with his word, then you will be transformed. That's our first verse. That's our first verse for the program is Romans 12:2. Be ye not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. It all starts here. And I know we love creativity. In my Patreon, it was pretty much all journaling pages and stuff. And I still am going to offer that. We're still going to do the creative journaling stuff. Don't worry. We're going to do creative stuff for sure. But I wanted this to be deep. I wanted it to be a deep well for women who are struggling to get peace, who are struggling to find joy, because I have been there. I've been there with some really tough situations. And I can tell you that you can have joy through it. You really can. There is a peace that passes understanding. And so this just lights my fire up. All these things the Lord has been sharing with me that I've been treasuring in my heart, and I can't wait to share them with you. So if you are interested in that program and the Joy Revival, I would love for you to click the link in the description of this video so that you can get on that list. And the reason why I have a different wait list is because the way that my software works is you tag different things. And so right now I've sent this to all my Joyful Journey people. And so if you aren't interested in Joy Revival, then it's okay. That's totally fine. I understand. When I have Joyful Journey available for purchase for that replay, I'll send you all the replay link if you want to buy that. But if you want to join the program that includes Joyful Journey replay, then you can sign up for this, and then I will get everybody the information. And it will be a membership, so it will be monthly, and there's going to be a founding members price, and it's not going to be very expensive. It's like $27 a month for founding members, and that's the first 50 members. So the first 50 members will have $27 a month, and then it will go up to $37 a month. And at 100 members, it'll go up. And the reason why I'm increasing the membership fee for this program is because I do want to keep a quality about it. Not only does it like create a little bit of tension for me so that I can make sure I'm really careful on not growing too quickly, but there will be a lot of value for people who join, say, in October of next year. They're going to have a whole year's worth of material to go through, and that's really valuable. So I feel like it's fair for me and to them. They're getting a lot more at the beginning. So that's kind of why I set it up that way, and I prayed about that too. I prayed about everything. This whole thing has been bathed in prayer. So if you're interested, join by clicking the link below. If you know of anybody, any of your sisters that you think would benefit from this kind of program where we're combining our creativity with our faith, pressing in to know Jesus deeper, and because he is the source of joy and peace. If you know anybody that you feel would benefit from something like this, please share it with them. That helps me so much to get the word out, and the more the merrier, right? It's going to be awesome. All right. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your grace and understanding on why I needed to make this decision for my business and my ministry. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and hopefully I will see you soon as we start the Joy Revival. Bye.